live or done anything live. And thank you for being patient with me. I thought I would just do a garden tour live and do that because it's been a while. So it's about 1:20 in the afternoon, and I might even shoot my food forest a little bit. So let's go ahead and flip this camera around if I can do it. Remember how to do it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is what I got going on. It is such a beautiful day. I'm in northeastern Ohio, and there is really not a cloud in the sky, which is kind of rare and exciting. So I'm hoping I don't get a whole lot of interference from my turkeys, but I might. So, okay, so I've taken lots of pictures of this. This is my giant climbing rose bush. I'll tell you little issues I've had with it. I've had those little cutworms all over this sucker. Look at them. Can you see that? And it's been super annoying. Because for the first time, I've actually had to spray this thing. And I usually am against that. But if I wouldn't have done it, like, my whole entire rose bush would have died. So I also have a branch on here that I'm considering cutting off because you'll see here in a second. I'll turn it around this way. See, this branch is like sticking out. But yeah, I mean, it's just littered with holes and stuff from those stupid worms. So I'm going to cut that branch off. But for the most part, this thing is absolutely gorgeous. I worked so hard at getting it like this. Last year, it was a mess. And I didn't even have that many blooms because of those stupid cutworms that keep coming back. So, yeah, and then last year, I actually flipped this thing over and I saw them on the leaves. Like, I flipped the leaves over and I counted like 5 on one leaf. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. But I need to chop some of the dead off of this, and I'm going to take this branch out so it has more of a climbing thing going on over here. But I have a feeling, see these all look like really dead and they don't look very hot. My son's flipping out. But I think those are from the cutworms. They just keep doing that. And then I get dead branches and stuff like that. So, and then this is the first time I noticed that these leaves are all dead up here. Cutworms can like easily just freaking kill everything in one night and just chop it down. So I'm going to, aw, there's a jumping spider. I don't know if you can see her. Where are you at, jumping spider? There you are. Hi. Hi. But yeah, so either way, I'm going to probably have to spray this, and I don't really want to, but that's what's going on. Adrian Carl, why? I didn't ask a question, so what's your question? What's your question? I'm showing my garden. Anyway, hey Viper, thanks for coming in. So, okay, that's what's going on. My columbine is getting ready to go to seed. So then I'll probably, I don't know. I was going to plant some flowers in here, but we'll see after it dies off just exactly what I'm going to do there. Yeah, I got turkeys all over the place. So this is the garden. And you already saw pictures, I think, but if not, I'll post them on my community tab. I already chopped a lot of, this is my spicy hot oregano. I've already chopped a lot of that down, and I'm in the process of dehydrating it right now. So that's in the dehydrator. This is rhubarb, which so far I haven't done anything with, mainly because I don't have time. What I would like to do, I think, is you're not supposed to take all of it, but I think what I'm going to do is take some of it and take the leaves off and then just chop it up and put it in the freezer So that way I like in the wintertime I can make rhubarb stuff, you know. Please make sure you give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Because if you're not giving me a thumbs up and you're watching, it's like you're not really supporting me. Okay, so yeah, some flowers. I got lots of flowers. Why? A lot of people are like, oh, you have a ton of flowers in your garden, blah, blah, blah. People don't realize that flowers bring in pollinators, which I'm telling you guys, I told my husband, I'm like, I haven't seen any pollinators. None. None. I've seen like 2 bees. And it's really, really, really kind of concerning. Like, I usually say, like last year, I had a crap ton of bees in here. And I had like them all over my borage, like just having a good old time. And this year, I've like seen 2 honeybees in the garden this year. And I do see other bees, like there's a hornet right there. But I mean, they're not pollinators. So it's just kind of really, really concerning for me to see that. But I'm going to take you over here. What do I got here? Oh, by the way, they always say how lightning bugs are going extinct. I have lightning bugs like all over the place out here. Like, usually we don't see them until July, but they're like everywhere. What are you talking about, Zach? Okay, so I had a bunch of flowers. I was just going to let them die, to be quite honest. I get to the point where I plant tons of stuff, and then if I have a bunch of stuff left over and I don't know what to do with it, I just let it go. My husband hates that, and so he planted this. I have flowering kale down there, which I didn't think was going to do anything. So he's like, oh, we're going to try and see. So he planted that. I had a bunch of celosa left over, and he planted that. And then we have some mulberry trees here that we have cut off from our original mulberry. So we're just trying to get those started as well. Made a huge another mistake this year, and I planted giant marigolds, and that's what these are versus the little small ones. The giant ones are okay, but I'm really, really fortunate I didn't plant the giant ones everywhere. I know one year I planted those suckers everywhere thinking that they were going to be the small ones, and really they weren't, and it was just a mess. I hated it. And so, sorry, I got an airplane hovering above. And so I mixed these, and we have a little bit here, a little bit there, and it's not too bad this year. It's not too bad. Okay, so yeah, I let my horehound over here go to seed. I didn't collect any, and I'm kind of glad I did, because like I said, right here is a honeybee, and it is the only honeybees that I see in the garden. There's been 2 on this horehound, and that's all I see. So I'm like concerned, like what's going on with the bee population? Why am I not getting bees? One year I had so many bees, it was ridiculous. And I had bees like all black bumblebees, all black honeybees and stuff like that. Just weird bees that I've never seen before coming over, and I haven't seen any. And it's very, very frustrating. So I don't know what's up with that. Okay, so this is my pepper line, and I'll tell you what we have going on here. And it looks kind of like a mess. And but anyway, we started peppers here, and I really don't know what each one is. Some of these are super hots, and my husband's really, really, really into super hots. And like I said, I have no idea what any of these are. So we have a beautiful pepper line, and this is borage right here. The bees usually just fly and flock after this. This usually comes back every year, and I just kind of let it do its own thing. You can see down there that it's like there too. Down the center, we planted peas. My son's just making a ton of noise. Sorry, guys. Down the center, we planted a ton of peas, and we had so many issues this year with them. One of the issues was the chickens came in right after we planted them, and I kept saying no sprouts, no sprouts. Well, here the chickens were coming and eating the sprouts. So then we added this wire, you can see down here, to keep the chickens from eating the peas, and then they grew up, and so did bumblebee. Actually, it wasn't a bumblebee; it was a carpenter bee coming right at me. And so the peas grew up, and so did all of the weeds. So we have a huge issue going down the center. I picked as many peas as I possibly could yesterday, from what I could see. Now, see, here's one I missed. Well, maybe not. It's not as plump. But yeah, so we have all these weeds coming up. And this is called Pennsylvania smartweed right here. This is actually good to have in the garden. But for the most part, we just had tons of issues with peas. And it was mainly because of our chickens, our own fault. But as soon as we basically cut our flock in half. So as soon as we did that, we had less chicken issues in the garden and stuff like that. You see that some of our pepper plants are covered in this white substance. This is called Surround, which is a clay, and it keeps bugs from eating your plants. And so we have that all over the place in here to protect our crop. Okay. Also, we did some kind of weird concoction this year. I had a bunch of garlic scapes, and I made a water out of that garlic spray, and he put it in with the Surround, and it has this really potent garlic smell, which is really keeping all bugs and stuff like that away, which is what we needed. So I'm going to go around this bush because I don't want to get stung. I thought I saw a couple more honeybees in there. There's one right there. Hello, honeybee. Thank you for doing your work. Appreciate you. Okay, so coming over here, this is, there's a real bumblebee. That's not a carpenter bee. That is a real bumblebee doing its job. Thank you. And so, okay, I'm not bothering you. Don't flip out. Okay, so we did more, and then more borage right here. Isn't that borage beautiful? We mixed this around with garlic tea. Hopefully it makes the stink last longer. Yep. By the way, I usually make it with chives. Making it with the garlic scapes. Oh my God, you guys, it smelled horrible. I mean, I love garlic, don't get me wrong, but it was very potent. Very, very potent. So we came through here. I picked a lot of my peas. You guys, I only got 4 cups of peas out of all this. I was very, very upset. Like, you got to wait till they're a little more plump. So we're going to do that. And then once we get our second crop out of this, we're going to pull it out. So, I don't know if this is a butterfly or what this thing is. I thought it was a cabbage moth, but it has spots all over it. So maybe it's not. But anyway, it was all over my flowers here just a second ago. So yeah, the bee is saying, it's all mine. I wasn't trying to do anything to his borage. I don't know if you can see this because there's white in with the bed too. But if you can, these are all carrots. These are all going to be our prize winning carrots. These are all ox heart carrots in here. And we're hoping to get big old fat ones in here. So that is the goal. And then over here, These are our long carrots that we are planting. Look at it. Look at them. It's freaking awesome. Can't wait to get some long carrots out of this. We will be putting them in the fair this year, so that'll be kind of cool. And then I also have some stuff in the ground over here. We usually do ground and we do raised beds. We do a little bit of both. I have Cinderella pumpkins here and here, so hopefully they will do great. And then watermelon here. So hopefully we get some watermelons. I'm really hoping to get some watermelon. It's like my favorite, and I've yet to grow successful watermelon. So if you're wondering what that big bushy thing is over there, hold on, I'm getting bit by something. Okay. If you're wondering what this big bushy thing is here, this is horseradish. And yes, it's humongous, and it takes over the beds, and we got to keep cutting it back, but it's horseradish. Yeah, we're hoping that these carrots are blue ribbon material, for sure. That's what we hope. All right, so I can barely see the screen because it's so sunny out here, so we move into the shade. Where you at, Rupert? Roop! Hi, Rupert. What you doing, Roop? Hi, Rupert. Are you staying in the shade? Yeah, I don't blame you. Okay, so this is my herb bed, and I cut back a lot of my lemon balm. It was just kind of taking over a little bit, and I have some oregano back in here, and I harvested some of that. And I kind of let my sage go to seed here. But I have some broadleaf sage right here. It smells really good. This is some pineapple mint I got in here. I have some hyssop right here. And then this is my feverfew, which is an herb that if you drink it, it keeps inflammation down and headaches and stuff like that. Lovage here, which I haven't made anything out of. My thyme is down here. And then right here is marshmallow, which I need to take extra care of this year. I'm going to save some for my sister-in-law who drinks the tea for her stomach. So I'm going to try very, very hard to save the blooms and stuff from this. It's really, really soft, really, really fuzzy. I guess you can compare it to velvet. That's kind of what it feels like, velvet. So, okay, over here is the carrot bed. And in this carrot bed, it's got a lot going on, okay? In the beginning, we didn't have much carrots. I was like, what's going on? What's going on? Finally, we got some carrots. And we finally also got some radishes. So we have some carrots here, radishes along the outside. And you can see those. Some more carrots, more radishes. All down in through here. Now, I wanted to pick one, but I'm going to wait a little bit longer until the other ones are ready. And I don't really like the way this one looks. I don't know. So, I'm going to wait on some of these. And more, we got some lettuce over there. And more carrots along in here. In this center, I planted cucumbers. Hopefully they will give more shade to my lettuce. Cucumbers. And that actually, my cucumbers are doing really good. One tip I have learned is pruning them to keep the leaves off the ground. And so yesterday I went through and I pruned a lot of these back to keep the leaves off of the ground. So, and these are all covered in surround as well, so that's why they look white. Okay, So over here, it's more tomatoes, tomato lane, I guess you would say. I got a lot of tomatoes and getting ready to do their tomato thing. I got blooms on a lot of these. My husband planted basil in through here, which is cool. I had already started some, and yeah, so I'll be drying some here before too long. And in between, if you guys are noticing this frilly thing, these are garbanzo beans. So we're trying to get garbanzo beans to sprout. So yeah, this is all of our heirloom tomatoes, and we planted a marigold in between every single one of the heirlooms. I plant marigolds constantly in my garden. Typically, you want to create some kind of barrier with them. When you do that, it prevents pests. So we got a lot of those going down here. And then down here, I planted some sunflowers. And this burgundy looking plant is some amaranth, and some sunflowers, some marigolds at each end of the beds. So hopefully I get some beautiful looking sunflowers this year. And then in between here, I have some beautiful lettuce as well that is really actually doing well. This is romaine. It's red romaine, actually. So that is doing very well. Okay, so I'm going to go out here and just show you what else I got going on. In here we have our zucchini. We had 4 in here. I had started 4, but we pulled 2 out. So because these are going to get huge and I didn't want to be overran, so we pulled out 2 and left 2. This is our lettuce, more lettuce underneath this tent here. And then this is candy roaster squash, which is going to get humongous, and I'm a little concerned. I also have nasturtium that just came back from the previous year. I have one, I put a thing in so my husband wouldn't weed whack it. And then I have 2 more over down here. And I'm like, oh crap. I'm like, this is going to be, in about a month or so, this is all going to jump out and it's going to be huge in through here. You probably won't even be able to walk through here. This is asparagus, and I'm still getting asparagus, but it's only in its 2nd year, so I didn't really want to touch it yet. But from leaving all these asparagus seeds to fall, I'm getting little teeny asparagus to pop up. See, look at that. Oh, there's some purslane. And so we're just kind of let this bed go. Hey, multi-hander, thanks for coming in. Over here I had, and I still do, but they're not in bloom anymore. I have strawberries in this cage. And then these were my garlics. I already cut the scapes off. And we will be harvesting this probably in about a month. I got chickens looking at me. What are you doing? Huh? Chickens and turkeys looking at me. What are you doing? Hi, Ted Jr. So, and if you guys don't know, these are more tomatoes. Lots more. These are my market tomatoes, so when these come to harvest, I will be selling all these. These were all hybrids, and they are, I think, Big Beef Plus and Lemon Boy Plus or something like that. Freaking huge. And I got them from Johnny Seeds. So I'm hoping that I'm going to have a huge tomato harvest this year, and we'll be selling a lot. enough to pay for the seeds that I bought at least. Over here, it's just the beginning, but these are beans. These are pole beans. This is called Beholti. And those are purple potted. And then the other ones are rattlesnake beans. And those will be going up the poles. And we'll be getting a ton of those. And we actually sold a ton of beans last year. It was crazy. So I got some in the ground over here as well. Oh, I just saw a butterfly. Beautiful butterfly. So this is everything in a nutshell. This is what we do. I don't video a lot now because I've been busy, but hopefully you get my shorts and you get some of my pictures of what I'm doing here. So I will also show you a little bit of my food forest and what we're doing over there. Whew, definitely need to be in the shade. Holy moly. It's supposed to be like 80 freaking degrees today. And I'm dying. Whew, it's a little hot. But anyway, that's what's going on in the garden already this year. So I'm going to go ahead and show you, this is like our side project that we're doing. It's our food forest. We've been working on it, I think, ever since we moved in here. So let me show you a little bit of what is going on there. Okay, so these are our apple trees. Oh, thank you, Multi-Hunter. Yeah, Rico and Suave, they usually come out. They haven't been coming out lately, though. I actually like when they come out. I like when the ducks and stuff come out. They eat the bugs. So we have really less of a tick problem because of that. So these are all our apple trees. And we did plant Boston Marrow in here. Here and there. You can see. So we're going to maybe have some Marrows. We're not going to have as many apple trees this year, or apples this year, because we trimmed a lot of the trees back. They were getting out of hand. And then hopefully next year we will have more apples and stuff like that. But we do have some on the tree. Not much. And so over here, this is valerian. And it's spreading everywhere. If you guys haven't already grew this, it is something that just takes over. It'll take over, spread everywhere, which is fine. This is a food forest. That's really what it's supposed to do. For those that don't know, valerian is a sleep aid and a muscle relaxer. And like we have a ton of wild strawberries in here. I do have one ginseng in here, one that has survived the test of time. And over and through here, I have a lot of golden seal I had planted. I don't know if you can see it. But that, yeah, and then there's a volunteer valerian root right there. It's everywhere. This is just crazy. This has grown up way so much. My golden seal has just grown up way too much too. I just got a lot going on in here, which is good. I mean, I'm not complaining. We did harvest some of our strawberries, but this year we had an issue with poison ivy in here. So we are going to get rid of the poison ivy as much as we can through here. The only reason why I'm stepping here is because there's only dirt through here, so I'm not going to get it on my feet. This is a pear tree. We're having issues with critters eating the pears and stuff before they're ripe, and one of them was a squirrel. I have one pear on here. They keep eating our stuff, our fruit, before it's ripe. It's quite annoying. I have mint and stuff growing in the middle, and I planted that a long time ago. I also planted borage in here, but it didn't live very long, so. And these are wild onions that we planted, Egyptian walking onions and stuff like that. You can see it's kind of sticking out there. And I pulled a lot of the weeds back, and I'm going to have to do that again. And then you get walking onions. Ground cherries here. We planted 2 ground cherries in through here. We did plant something here, and I cannot remember what we planted for the life of me. I keep having issues with my chickens coming down here and digging. And they dug a big hole through here. But I did have purple coneflower planted all through here. But they keep messing around with it. So it's really making me mad. But I have some traces of it left. I still have some traces of it left in here and there, but for the most part, yeah. This is called aster, for anybody who cares to know. I did not plant this. This comes up from the fields. And it comes in all different colors, and a lot of times you can get it from a nursery or whatever. But this is like aster that pops up in the fields. Bees go crazy for this. So you definitely want to keep that. It's a really great pollinator attractor, I guess you would say. I planted some mint down through here. So that's what this is. It's just a regular mint. I don't think it's a mojito or anything like that. It's just mint. That's what it was. So I planted that in through here. And I think I see, yeah, this is my other purple coneflower that I couldn't find. It's right here. Oh, it's getting ready to bloom. Look at that, guys. I couldn't find it. I planted it last year, and I'm like, I don't know where it went. Here it is, right there. Yay. So that's cool. Purple coneflower, for those that don't know, is echinacea. Echinacea keeps you from getting sick and stuff like that. I also have some St. John's wort that I want to plant in here as well. Hopefully the chickens won't eat it. That's the goal. Over here, this, in case you're wondering what the heck this is, this is kiwi, hardy kiwi, and we've gotten 3 blooms on it this last year. And no hardy kiwi fruits, though. No hardy kiwi fruits, but we got 3 blooms on it. I'm going to go and check them real quick to see. I got some grapes there as well. And this is a pear tree, and I think the squirrels are getting them pretty hardcore too. I got 1 pear on this. Let's check this out real quick. Hopefully I don't step in poison ivy. I'm looking for it. It was right here. Yeah, I don't see any fruit at all. So, no fruit. But hopefully in the future, we will get more fruit and stuff. More grapes. And that's pretty much it, guys. I have comfrey, in case anybody ever wanted to know what comfrey looks like. This is comfrey, and it just kind of grows all over the place. It has a really deep taproot. That's why I planted it next to my trees. What it does is it draws up all the nutrients from the deep down underneath and pulls it back up to